Hi, this is John Licata, and
Katie Walker.
in case you didn't hear that, this is John Licata,
Katie Blocker.
and she's my sidekick today. She's really not going to say much, if anything at all, but I needed someone to sit on my motorcycle in the little side compartment there to make me look better than I normally do. Anyway, want to talk about a bunch of things related to what's going on in the market, what's going on at with Licata Group. First off, the Licata Group has a season ticket package with the Fred Nats, and there are four great seats. If anyone has any interest, it's not every game; it's a variety of games. They're great seats. Some of them are on weekends, some of them during the week. If anyone has any interest in it, all they have to do is text me at, and I'm John Licata, 703-928-5467. Give me your name, obviously your phone number, and an email address. And you're in the mix for getting opportunities for season tickets. So if you haven't been to a Fred Nats game, it's loads of fun. And the food is inexpensive. If you go for a few innings, it's really a great time. It's an extraordinary time. The other thing I want to mention is you've heard us talk about this project we're doing. We're marketing for A&K Development. It's in Spotsylvania, just down Route 3. Great location, literally within walking distance of Riverbend High School, which is an excellent school, very desirous place where you want your kids to go. But it's very close. Um, Large lots, large homes, three different styles. Within the next 30 days, the one model should be completed, and 30 days after that, which is 60 days, right? 60 days, right, Kenny? I'm not great at math, but the second one will be done, second model. We will start holding it open certainly sooner than later. We were hoping we'd already be started on this, a couple months ago, but anyway, that's where it's at right now. Joseph's Landing, home starting in the upper nines, So, interest rates. Tomorrow, the Fed is meeting. There's a possibility, I've heard, it may be a rumor, that there might be a cut. Um, Literally, right now, home buyers are facing the most difficult affordability condition in the last 40 years. In the last 40 years. Um, that said, don't think that prices are falling. Home prices are falling. They're not. In fact, just off the press, through May, Fredericksburg Area Association of Realtors, year to date, uh, all those counties up 4.7%. Lake of the Woods up 4.8% since first of the year. Orange County 1%. Culpeper 1.6%. So they're not dropping. If someone puts their home on the market for a certain price and they adjust the price downward, that doesn't mean prices are dropping. It's still higher than it was when they bought it invariably. What it's probably telling you is, one, there's no multiple offers that are driving home prices up, and two, they didn't effectively price their home properly to get a sale. Now I'm looking here in Lake of the Woods as an example. Year to date, average days on market 35 days. Orange County 42 days. Culpeper 34 days on market. Fredericksburg area, which includes Orange and Louisa and King George and parts of certainly Spotsylvania, Fredericksburg, parts of Stafford, 29 days. Licata Group average days on market is a little less than 14 days. So if you work with us, we price the home, we sell the home, we market the home, and maybe it saves you one home payment. That's one less month that you're paying your mortgage, and you're off to your next adventure. So anywhere, a lot of folks are saying, "Oh, Jeepers, prices are dropping." They're not dropping. They're not dropping. I just listened to one of our forecasters, real estate economic forecasters. He looked across NAR and Freddie Mac and Fannie Mae and a variety of other real estate related predictors, and they're saying across the country the average is going to be up about 3% a year. Most of the United States historically is 2 to 4%. So we're getting to be a normal market. Now, here where I'm sitting right now and in Northern Virginia where we sell, in Loudoun County and Fairfax, that's not a normal market. That's not a normal place. Those areas, including this area here where I'm sitting, overachieves, overreports. So you're not in Wilkes-Barre, you're not in Scranton, you're not in Toledo. Our area here in certainly the Piedmont. I'm sitting in the northern Piedmont region of Central Virginia is extraordinary, extraordinary. So yeah, home buyers are really facing an issue, especially if you're really sensitive to the interest rates. This morning I looked at the interest rates were a little over 7%. I mean, the reality is higher interest rates are going to be the norm. We're not going to see 2 to 3% interest rates. Those were artificially held down by the Fed. Artificially. It never should have happened. Never should have happened. We had good economies, historically good economies, rates go up. They don't stay that low. For some reason, they artificially kept them down, which made a boom, made the stock market look good, made a lot of things look good. But we're not going back to that, not any time in the foreseeable future. Do I think we will see something? Yeah, we're going to see something. Maybe we'll see something tomorrow. But we're probably looking at, if we can get into the mid to lower sixes, that's going to be the reality. Now, some of you old folks out there, I qualify for an old folks, you don't qualify for an old folks, will say, well, when I was younger, my first home was 13%. That's what my first home was. 13. When I was coaching at JMU, we bought a house and it was 13%. But that was a beautiful house, nice house on a couple acres. It was $53,000. That same house today is $400,000. So the numbers don't quite match up. In fact, I recently sold a home that we sold 2 years ago. We brought a buyer to 2 years ago. Basically the same exact home, slight modification. The home was purchased at around $315,000. It was first-time home buyers. Wound up selling for $399,000. The difference in it was basically the same house, but the difference in the payment, it doubled. It doubled. So that first-time home buyer who bought it now paid double for it. Not double in the home price, but double in the monthly payment. So it's just a different environment, but the reality is that's the reality of it. And they are stabilized. They will stabilize. We're just, you're not going to hear, well, I'm going to wait for the interest rates to drop. You'll be renting all your life, or you'll be stuck in the house you're at. You're going to have to look at it a little differently. Change the way you look at things, and things will change. Things will change. That's just the reality of it. Prices aren't necessarily coming down, but asking prices, they are getting adjusted. We had in the last week, we had three properties sell. One was a vacant lot, a to-be-built lot that had been on the market a while, but we happened to sell a couple different lots, and the builder bought that one too. That became the third one. And then we had a house that went on the market on Thursday. It was shown on Thursday, and the first person who saw it, under contract, bam, done. Not even a day on the market. Then we had another one, a waterfront property, a little higher end property, very well priced, nice home, really nice home. God, it took almost 2 weeks to sell, 2 weekends to sell. Oh my goodness. People were panicking. Oh, it's taking so long. It was less than 2 weeks. It's under contract. It's under contract. It actually got an offer immediately, but it took a while for that offer to really come across to get across the finish line. Get across the finish line. And these homes are selling on and around what they were listed at. Um, why are Even though interest rates have gone up, why are homes still appreciating? Still appreciating. Again, like I showed you in the stats, year-to-date stats. Why? Because the insufficient housing supply trumps the interest rate concern. Now, if you're that young couple, first-time home buyer, you are getting hammered. It is very tough. It is tough. 70, I would say 3/4 of folks that were in the market a year ago, 2 years ago, aren't in the market right now. They're waiting for them to come down. And they will come down, but they're not coming down to 3%. So forget about it. Forget about it. You know what that means? Forget about it. Yeah, I'm from the north originally. I've been in Virginia most of my life, but I still have my northern tendency. So insufficient housing supply trumps the interest rate concern. But what we're seeing now is not extraordinary appreciation, certainly extraordinary compared to the country, but we're seeing the 2 to 4%. Like I said, Fredericksburg area 4.7. That's normal. And Fredericksburg's a hot market. Fredericksburg, right on 95. I mean, that's very high. You're close to DC. Easy commute, reasonable commute. So let's today, if anything you hear, let's come to the realization that the low rates are gone. And if you hear, well, I can assume it, and there are some assumable houses out there, but remember, you assume the loan. So that loan was when the house was $400,000, and the loan now, after a couple of years, maybe they owe 200 on it, and now that home is worth $500,000. You got to make up the difference. So assuming a loan isn't always the best thing for you. It could be, but that's where you talk to a lender to help you work with that decision, and certainly we can help you in that regard. So anyway, tickets 703-928-5467. Got some great seats and a lot of fun, a lot of fun. And what are you doing here? You haven't said a word. What? She has a new shirt on. We got some new shirts. Got staff on new shirts. She's the shirt model today. I got the yellow shirt. That's not our color, but anyway, my wife likes this color. She wanted me to wear it today.
So what's the next game we have available tickets for?
That is a great question. Great question. I told you didn't have to say anything today, but it's the Fredericksburg Nationals, Wednesday the 19th, next Wednesday, against the Down East Wood Ducks. Never heard of them before. Never heard of the Down East, but they're great seats. We hope to see you soon.
Bye.
Bye-bye.